Welcome to Closet Coaching. I want to talk about this very popular topic of why is it that when I see a picture of myself or a reflection of myself, that I can go from being okay and feeling okay in my body to feeling completely dysregulated and crumble into a little ball. I actually have several theories on why that happens and wanted to talk about one of them here. So when we're living inside of our body and living our life, anyone who took my body image workshop, we talked about this in terms of talking about living in first person, living from the inside out, where you're just moving through your day, you're sort of in your body experiencing your life. When we see a reflection, either in a picture or whatever in the mirror, we suddenly move out of first person and into third person. And we adopt the lens, not of ourselves, but of objectification culture or diet culture, beauty culture, of all of the ways that we've taught that bodies are supposed to look. We move into that observer, spectator viewpoint of ourselves, which by definition, we're not going to measure up. We're going to be wrong. Everything about us is going to be bad. So we move out of the experiencing self to this observer, critic self. And while you can kind of move along in life intellectually understanding, okay, my body isn't perfect, I'm okay with that, you've sort of made peace with that, you know it. But there's something about that visual cue of seeing it, which brings back and it floods you with all of these judgments that all of a sudden the intellectual understanding it can't compete, because it's such an emotional experience to see yourself this way and through the lens of of not enoughness. It's very difficult to bring yourself back into first person once you've been given that third person emotionally charged perspective, but that's essentially what's going on. You've objectified yourself. I think labeling this is really helpful to start, and then moving into the emotional regulation. And there's so much work to be done here with, techniques so you can more easily go back to the first person and not have objectification to completely tear you down. But this is a slow and steady process of being exposure therapy and mirror therapy and things like that. So anyway, I hope that just sheds some light on why this happens. And you're not abnormal. Everyone's dealing with it. Everyone talks about it. Everyone asks me about it. So I hope that this was helpful in some way.